We're back in the kitchen. Good morning. It is just after 9. I'm still sort of waking up, having coffee and all that jazz. Today, something so simple. If anyone with a pot can do it. So they're basically shredded chicken mini quiches or quiches. So what I've got here, I've got 2 chicken breasts in about a half a litre of chicken stock. You'll be surprised I actually have 2 slow cookers. The little one and the big one that I did the deer stew in the other week. So that's on low, and that'll be on low for the next 6 or so hours. So I'm going to go to the shops. I'm going to go get some stand and stuffed tacos and some eggs and some more milk and a few other bits and pieces I need. Oh yeah, I'm putting bacon and mushrooms in this as well because I love bacon and mushrooms. So I will see you in quite a few hours' time. This chicken is going to cook, and yeah, I'll see you in a few hours. Cheers. Okay, the slow cook is done. We ended up basically on low in the slow cooker for about so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 6, 7 hours. The chicken is beautifully fall apart, so ready to shred, and we're going to do that pretty much now. What I've done is that the leftover liquid, now I've got about that's probably about 600 ml of water. So that's just over 2 cups. So I've put a cup of rice in there, and we are actually going to make some chicken boiled rice. So just give me a second. I'm going to turn on the heat. If I can find the appropriate burner. There we go. So we're just going to boil that rice, cook it down, and use the water, because why waste good stock? I mean, that has been cooking away for hours and hours and hours. All the flavors have just melded in. So with the chicken, I added salt, pepper, and some Italian seasoning. Just this Italian blend. It's got nice flavors to it. However, we are now going to shred the chicken, and I'm going to put you guys above the camera so you guys can actually see it. So be back very soon. Okay, this chicken, all nice and shredded. You saw that I did shred the really chunky bits, and this is going to go into the freezer. I may have to make some room. Bugger. This freezer's chockers because I'm gonna try and get out bush soon, so I'm just getting some stuff frozen. All right, this is gonna go in the freezer for just for a little bit because it is. Go away, fly. This is it's still bloody hot, and the rice is bubbling away. I'm gonna turn that on a very low simmer, and just keep stirring. That looks really nice. Keep stirring it just to get any burnt rice off the bottom. But that'll be beautiful chicken stock flavoured rice. So, really just turn that on to a nothing boil. Let it go. I have, and these are going to be quite chunky. I wouldn't say chunky. These are going to be pretty bloody good stuffed, or tacos, what do you want to call them? You want to call them tacos? I'll call them tacos. Going to have bacon and some mushroom, but I need to make some room. So let's make some room and I'll be back. All right, I think we're good. Okay, so I have 3 big cut mushrooms. I'm going to save 2. So I'm going to roast these down and put them with the in with the rice. I'm going to I'll take this out. This is normally what I do for cut mushrooms anyway. I take out the center rib and I actually peel the outside layer of mushrooms. But at the moment, this is all going to go into a pan and get cooked down, so I'm not really going to worry too much about it. This is going to get chopped up pretty finely because it's going in a taco. I don't want it taking up a lot of room. So I'll just quickly let's get all this nice and chopped up, almost like like a beef Wellington, but not quite as fine. That rice is almost there. Alright, so that is a pretty good start. I'm going to get this cast iron pan on the go. So very soon. That's a small plate. That's fine. Just continue chopping this up a little bit. Yeah. No, that's enough for the moment. Alright, so these mushies are done. I'll get them on the pan. They're going to take a while to cook down. So I'll get some olive oil in the pan that's just off camera. Get that pan up to temperature and get out a piece of bacon. Now, I'm only going to use the 1 piece of bacon because I have 8 taco shells to fill, so I don't need to use all of this bacon. I'll stir this rice while we're at it. It's looking really nice rice. I'll actually get that off the heat right now. One moment, I'll show you in camera. Alright, that can soak for a little bit. Off heat. So I'll bring the pot over to you. So that is looking really nice. That's going to soak up the rest of the liquid, cook up. It's simmered for about 5 or so minutes. I could cover it. Actually, I probably will cover it, so a lot of water doesn't escape. But that looks really good. All right, I need a lid. I need a lid. I need a lid. There's a lid. All right. That rice is going to be there. We'll put this bacon away. All right. I'm still getting up the temperature. So all I'm going to do with this bacon, I'm going to leave the fat on. Bacon fat never hurt anyone. Just dice up this bacon. Dicey dice. Chop, chop, chop. Chopping up the bacon, yeah, fairly roughly because I don't mind pretty big bits of chunky bacon in my tacos. Okay, so that pan we'll test out with a bit of bacon. Perfect. Bacon and mushrooms in together. Let me tilt this up for you. There we go. So bacon and mushrooms in the little cast iron pot. I'm only using the little one today. Now we're not looking to cook the mushrooms out completely. We just want to get the bacon fried off. All right, while we are waiting, we will crack some eggs. We will crack some eggs. I'll tilt that down there. Now I have a big bunch of free-range eggs with one missing. Oh my God, missing an egg. These taco shells, because I'm filling them up, normally it'd be 1.5 eggs to a taco shell, but these are quite large. And because I've got other fillings in them, we've got how many taco shells? 8. I'm going to do 6 eggs. Come on, there we go. 6 eggs and a splash of milk. So we have to get the eggs out of the way. There we go. That'll be enough in a minute. Give it a stir. Get those eggs yolks broken up. Break these eggs up. You've now made a nice homogeneous mixture. Okay, let's get some of this crap out the way. I don't need the milk or the mushrooms anymore. Get our oven preheated to about 200. Yep, 200 should do. This bacon is frying up nicely. Quickly have a look at this rice. Oh, that looks good. That looks beautiful. Quick taste. Just needs a little bit more steaming. Put this knife away. And we will get our taco shells out. Now these are old El Paso standard stuff. They are amazing. No prep required. You don't have to fucking make fucking tacos. You don't have to do anything. Just fucking pull them out, and go hell for leather. Now I need to try and get them open. There we go. There we go. All right. So egg mixture can go up here for this for a second. Grab my metal tray. And then just a oil spray just so they don't stick to the bottom. And we're going to carefully, very carefully, take them apart. They do stick on the bottoms. So get that bacon and mushrooms off the heat. They're pretty much done. You do not want to tear the bottoms of these, so you've really got to be super careful as you pry them apart. I'm just going to lay them in here. Be careful, Ethan. Be careful, Zorba. All right, so there are our taco shells. That one's a little bit, it's not too great, is it? It's all right, we'll make it work. It'll work. They're all ready to go. That's off the heat, so you just pull that back. Be careful, Ethan. One thing I want to do now is be very careful. This is still hot, and I just want to make sure that everything's cooled down. So this chicken is cooled down enough, it's not going to cook the eggs or curdle the milk before we put it in. So a small handful in each boat, and we will definitely just try and portion it out evenly. I don't know whether you guys can see that actually. Give me a moment. Tilt that down a bit more. Okay. So we'll portion this out evenly in the boats. I'll have to just fuck around with a few. Just make sure that they all roughly even. Pull some out of some later. All right. That, I say, is equal enough. Ah, dropped my spoon in the wash. Righto, what we're going to do now is, we don't have a lot, so we're just going to be relatively stingy. Try and spoon on just a few bits of bacon and mushroom. Just a little bit. This just gives a little bit of extra extra pizzazz, if you know what I mean. Again, these taco quiches I've done for fucking super long time. They are quick, simple, easy, effective. You know, good for a little snack while you're out camping or something. All you've really got to do is heat them up. They're already cooked, so you just got to heat them up. Let's just scrape the rest of this stuff out the bottom here. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, well, get some of the oil. Okay, now time to fill. You need a fork. Fork can do anything can do really. And then we just quietly, gently pour some of the egg mixture on. We are going fairly skimpy at first because I want to make sure we have enough. You can always put another egg, a bit more milk in, but this egg mixture will rise a fair bit. And we just want to make sure that we have enough eggs to share around. Okay, now that's not terrible. I could probably do a little bit more in here. Maybe a little, last of it in there and in there. Okay, so let's get our fork. We'll just quietly mix that in. We're at a point where everything's tempered enough that it is not going to cook while we're sitting here. So gently mix it in. Get the chicken and the egg and the bacon all mixed up. Try not to poke the bottom. Oh, spilt some egg there. I'll make a dam with some bacon and chicken. Let's get it all mixed up. Okay. The egg is going to fluff up a fair bit, so don't stress too much about getting them filled up to the top. I will just share some of that in there. Alright, so next up, bit of salt, extra salt, season it now, bit of pepper. And I am going to throw a bit of dried parsley over these, even though I've seasoned the chicken with, bit of seasoning, bit of parsley on top won't go astray. You can do whatever seasoning you'd like really. Dill would work really well. Could put some dill in it. Alright, so let me just get the camera off the mount and I will show you what we do next. I'm trying to do this one-handed. It is quite annoying. Alright, so boats are done. They're going to go into the top rack of the oven at about 200 degrees for as long as they need to cook. The eggs will fluff up and they will all just meld in there nicely. So top shelf, high heat, 200 degrees for I'd say roughly 20-30 minutes. Got to let the eggs rise. It'll get a little bit brown on top. Once they're brown on top, take them out the oven, but I will show you that. However, we are going to look at this rice. Look at that, beautiful rice. Beautiful bloody rice. Look at that. I will get my spoon, not the one I dropped on the ground. Look at that, chicken stock rice with flavourings. Let's just give it a taste. Oh, that rice is slightly al dente, slightly, but very nice. All right, I will see you in roughly 20 minutes when the boats are done, 20-30 minutes depending, and we'll go from there. But now, oh, that rice is beautiful. All right, team, see you soon. Oh yeah, lovely. Oh yeah, look at them, they're done, they're all done. Took about 20 minutes, but they are finished. Now, the way that you can tell that they are done is by pressing on them. If they are jiggly, if they have a little bit of liquid coming out, they're not done. Put them back in for another 5 minutes, check them again. So, get out of the light. Ow. That's nice and firm. That's nice and firm. That's nice and firm. That's nice and firm. So is that, so is that, so is that, so is that. So, they're all nice and firm. They're done. Done. Wrap them in foil and chuck them in the freezer. They freeze quite well. You can bung them back in the oven for a hot oven for sort of 5 minutes. Alternatively, you could use an air fryer. This is my one. Put them in an air fryer at 180 for 3 to 4 minutes just to get the heat through them. Or the microwave, whatever you like. These basically just get them warm and they're fine. I'm actually going to be using these for a camping trip soon. So what I do when I go camping is leave them in the foil packet and either A, put them in a camp oven with even heat up top and bottom until they're warm through. Alternatively, I also have a 12-volt oven, put that on 180 and just bung them in there for a small amount of time. So they're done. Thank you all very much for watching. More videos when I need to cook. Let's just go quickly, while I've got you here, let's go through what I've got left over in the fridge. So this is that and that are chicken ribs. I've got more of those silver bags in there. That's the deer. That's all the Bambi stew that I made up. There's a couple of bits of chili in there. I think this is lamb chops. This is lamb chops as well. I've got some Spanish chorizo because I like chorizo. So yeah, I've got plenty in the freezer. You guys know I don't eat much, and to be able to freeze stuff is a godsend. Anyway, have a good day wherever you are in the big wide world, and I will catch you later. Bye.